All right, testing, testing. There we go. Hopefully the sound isn't too loud. Maybe I'll try turning it down a little bit. Let's see. How about that? It's just so challenging and tricky for me. I'm back. You guys can see my tank top. Yeah, I kept telling you guys and telling you guys like we're gonna start Resident Evil 3. We're gonna start Resident Evil 3, and so today on the 18th of June, 2023, Sunday, we're finally gonna do it. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney just kept getting in the way, and that game I honestly just need to take a break from. Like, I don't know if you could tell from the previous episode, but yeah, I was looking at the VOD and it was very hard for me to tell if the if my voice was audible over the sound of the game. And so I adjusted some of my settings yesterday for Streamlabs, my Streamlabs settings for audio. So hopefully you can hear me again loud and clear while also being able to enjoy the gameplay. That's the goal and focus of my show. Or that's what it has been over the last week or so. I've just been continuously and continually making refinements for the quality of the stream, the quality of the show, the video, the audio, just all these little elements that just combine to make it an excellent streaming experience. That's what I want everyone who's watching the show to have. And so I've just been refining it using the Blue Yeti microphone, using the Quantum 100 headset. And yeah, it was still a little bit hard to hear yesterday, so I went ahead and turned up the microphone volume and turned down the backroom volume. So hopefully in this game it's not like hard to tell what is going on. Hopefully it's easy enough. Okay, so and I believe this game was also remade, if I'm not mistaken. I think we'll know like right away if it's been remade. I think it was. Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pillow down. I like to do this just so the laptop itself is sitting on my lap. It's easier for me to see what's going on, and it's easier to control that way, at least in my opinion. I could sit back in my recliner like this too. It's nicer. I think it's nicer for you guys because you can see me better. You can see me more clearly, and simultaneously, you can also, again, enjoy the game. Okay, so it should already be up. Let me go ahead and boot it up. There, you should be able to see it now. Let me double check the stream. All right, good. I think this is fine. Okay, here we go. English, subtitles on. Wait, what? Sound output device, headphones, right? Yeah, headphones. Although I'm curious what that does. Surround sound. Does it adjust the quality of the audio in any way? Okay, as they've done in Resident Evil 1, as they did in Resident Evil 2, they're asking me to adjust the brightness and colors to make sure that the game isn't too dark in the dark scenes because as some of you probably saw from the final episode of RE2, those of you that watched it, the darks got really dark. And as I was watching the VOD, it was kind of hard to tell like what was going on in certain points because it was so dark. And that was with the game's recommended settings as well. I'd like to let you know that. So until the pattern is barely visible. So there it's clearly visible. And I'm maybe going to do it a little bit more, like maybe like right there. Barely visible. Yeah, barely visible. That's too dark again. We're going to go like right here, I think. We don't want it too dark. That's the thing. Like, because again, watching the VOD from RE2, like it was impossible to tell what was going on in some scenes because it was so freaking dark. Like it was like the night all over the screen. Like it was impossible to tell what was going on. Adjust until the picture on the left disappears. Please check your maximum and brightness settings so the picture won't disappear. Uh, adjust until the picture on the left disappears. You want it darker. I'm gonna want to probably listen to that song, the Iggy Pop version and Leo, what's his name? Leonard Cohen, I think. I believe. You want it darker. It's actually like an incredible song. Hineni. Like seriously, look it up right now if you haven't heard it yet. It is an amazing song. Man, I'm not sure where to put this. Like, do it until the picture on the left disappears. The thing is, like, I have, and that's why we're these. I have pretty good hearing, so not pretty good hearing. Yes, I have good hearing, but I also have good vision, so it's very easy for me to see the picture on the left until like I'm all the way over here. Like, how much disappearance are we looking for? Are we looking for like total disappearance, or because it doesn't totally disappear until like right about here? I'm just gonna do like this. Adjust the rectangular area to match the size of your screen. This is something I might be able to adjust as well. Yeah, it's not letting me get out of the game. Hold on. I was gonna say I should have a way to make it full screen. It doesn't currently look full screen to me. It looks like it's kind of like, I mean, it's hard to describe. Like I can see the boundary of the window. I'm just gonna do it like that. Data processing in Resident Evil 3. Collect and process data, yada yada yada. I have no control over this whatsoever. Um, I don't know why I wouldn't share my data. World statistics. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. Now sending play data. All right. Thus far, I've been doing standard in every playthrough. I think I'm going to continue with that. Players confident in their skills. That's not really us. I mean, we are good at these games, but we're not like pro or anything. We're not like speed running the game. I made obvious mistakes in RE2 playthrough and RE1 too. I've followed the walkthrough closely in both games. Yeah, that's not us. Players confident, ammunition. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do standard, thanks. I like not having to conserve ammos closely and carefully. Like I like being able to play the game I want the way I want without
This
being
pandemic has spread faster than any disease in modern history.
paying careful attention.
Angry mobs from the city burning buildings. Authorities are bracing for more rioting tonight.
He was knocked unconscious. He had some
Citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella.
Dude, just looking at the response to COVID, like,
It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
yeah, I think anything even remotely close to this would like take America and the CDC completely off guard. Like, I don't think their response would be anywhere near what it should be. Like, I think there would be like mass anarchy, and yeah, I don't think the CDC would be able to control the situation at all, just based on the COVID response. Like, and that was way overblown too. Like, that was definitely not what anywhere close what this is. Not even, there's like literally no comparison to be made between the two. I believe we'll be playing again as Chris Redfield. Some of you might have seen that in the Resident Evil playthrough I did, where we played as Chris Redfield. That'll be the case again in this game. We won't be given the option of playing as Leon again, I believe. Okay. These are the events after Wesker died. Wesker's dead, Annette's dead. Interesting, we wake up in a room. Dang, look at that Storm. Stormer's the name, by the way. That's why the channel is called Stormer Show. Because that is actually my name. Yeah, you could already tell, like, look at these graphics. Like, it's so well made, the game. So yeah, we're just waking up in our room. Here's a painting. I kind of dislike rooms that are like this. I mean, you can see from the walls how there are bricks on the walls. Yeah, I much prefer stucco like this. I don't like, yeah, that brick wall like that. Like, I don't like that at all. Luckily, I've never lived in a place like that because I would actually hate it. It just makes you feel like you're in a warehouse or something, right? Like, or like an old-fashioned building, like a very old building. I'm just looking around. There's a lot of pictures on the wall. There is... We can see our shadow. There's a stereo. There's a desk. We can only look out the window, I believe. That's the only thing we can do. I'm not seeing anything else we can collect or interact with, for that matter. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to take a break from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney today. Like, yesterday's episode was so stinking long. We're going to look out the window before we advance. Yesterday's episode was so stinking long. It was like 2 episodes in one. Oh, the window's open. Oh, snap. All the rain's getting in. At least it didn't seem like that's the case. I mean, look, is there water on the ground? Yeah, it looks like it, actually. Look at that. Now, that is what I call attention to detail. Holy guacamole. Can you guys see that? Let me check this stream here. There. Yeah, and it's not often that I wear tank tops, so enjoy your 2 tickets to the gun show. I'm only wearing it today because I spent most of the day outside and I'm still trying to cool down. As I've explained to my mom, like, I am by no means conceited or vain, and it is, I would say, extremely uncommon, if not, like, extremely rare, practically unheard of, for me to be wearing tank tops in social events or outside. I typically only wear it inside and when I'm trying to, like, relax, cool down, or stay cool in the summertime. We're like smack dab in the middle of the summer, so it's more likely for me to wear tank tops like this, but even still, I don't wear them very often. And you could probably have been able to tell that from the previous streams. I'm hoping that even when it goes into the red range, it's not too bad for the mic, because I do have this little boom protector on. You guys can't see it, it's too far away, but I assume the purpose of that is to make it so that way it's not too loud. Even when I am loud, it's not loud. 7.9. Let me try to increase it a little bit. See, like, test, test, test. Here's it all the way up. All the way up. Testing, testing, testing. And then if I turn this all the way up, I probably could turn both of them up. Maybe that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. I don't know, let me try it, and if it's, like, unbearable, by all means, let me know in the comments below, and then I'll also be trying to take a look at the VOD to see. Yeah, I'm going to turn both up for now and just see how it goes. Sorry in advance if it's too loud. The only problem with my setup is I don't have a way to monitor settings during the episode. I mean, I guess technically I can by going out and, like, going into the browser and then trying to tune into the show. And if I had viewers watching right now, I'd be able to ask them straight up, like, is this too loud? But sadly, no viewers, so I'm kind of having to experiment on my own. Oh shit. All right. So yeah, look at that attention to detail. Like that still kind of blows my mind how there was like a puddle on the ground and there's water on the carpet. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. You can kind of see the boundary of the puddle that has formed inside from the rain. And you can see where the water has stained that carpet, or the water has gotten on the carpet. Actually, is this even a carpet or just an area rug? It looks like a rug. So, yeah. I don't know what the purpose was of shutting this. I mean, you probably could have continued on with the game without shutting that, but that to me is just very impressive that they actually put that much attention into the detail there. I'm surprised it didn't get on the TV. I mean, look at which way the rain is dropping. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get on the TV. Can I shut off the TV? Dude, there is like so much horror based around TVs, like The Ring, The Grudge also, just like people watching footage. Also, Paranormal Activity is a version of that where the audience is the one watching the tape. Like found footage stuff. It's often used in horror. The sink is on. Is that true? No, I might need to go to the bathroom soon as well. Yeah, before I go in there, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Let me double check the audio settings. Test 1 2 1 2. I have again this boom protector that I assume is there to make it so it's not too loud. So hopefully you guys are able to hear that too, that it's like not too super duper loud. I'm a person that's not naturally loud, so again, I have to pay very careful attention to the audio to make sure that I am not what's the word? Inaudible? Not wait, maybe it is inaudible. Like imperceptible or muddled. The sound isn't difficult to interpret. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I do have a be right back screen that I can also use where it actually says like be right back. But yeah, I don't always use it. Sometimes it's not necessary to use. All right. Dude, there were so many accidents, dude. Oh my gosh, there was a motorcycle accident and then someone else got into an accident. And there were accidents on the freeway that took forever to clear off, and so it was like backing out traffic. It's so annoying. Okay. I already like this game's like overall vibe. Like they're not starting you abruptly in the action. Like they're giving you the opportunity to like explore and kind of check things out. You're playing as a woman, I believe. And actually you're not able to leave. Look at that. Things are boxed up, implying that you're freshly moved in. See, some boxes are still not fully unpacked. Although with the amount of stuff that's around here, yeah, it seems like it's not. Like, they might be stuff that's being shipped out. I'm not sure. Maybe this person had been here like a month or so. Because there's a decent amount of stuff still spread around. Okay, this is obviously something we could do. Actually, the only thing we could do. We finally can see ourselves. Hopefully it's not a jump scare, because again, I'm not good with those. Alright, it looks like we're clear. Looks like there's a gun and the sink is left on. Blood dripping down. She's a nosebleed. Is she having a nightmare? It must be. For immersion, they didn't even ask us which one we wanted to play as. They just plugged us right in. I think it would be much scarier if you still had, what's it called, cognition as a zombie. Like, yeah, if you were still able to, like, see what you're doing and look around. Yeah, it's a dream, as I predicted.
Gets worse every night.
Yeah. It's far less scary if when you turn into a zombie you lose consciousness, as I keep saying, or your personage, your persona, who you are, disappears as if you were dead.
3 more days, then I can kiss this town goodbye.
There's a siren blaring outside.
What's going on out there?
I assume this is after the events of... And I know I'm going through this slowly, but I'm just kind of enjoying everything. This is after, I believe, the events of RE1 and 2. So the G-Virus epidemic has already occurred.
Too many pills.
Too many things, too many things. Whoa, look at that. That's a whole nother area. Alright, there's a couple things we can do here. Also, do not want to miss any collectibles. Any collectible items I do not want to miss. Okay. Let's see here. Siren is still going outside. What else could I do here? I thought there was something else I could do. Oh, the phone? No. And not interact with it. This I can interact with, I believe. Jill's report. Jill Valentine. She was the alternate playable character in RE1, as you would or might recall. It's already been 2 months since that mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't progressed exactly as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I've found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that it helps to lead to the truth. Sorry in advance if I paraphrase. And sometimes my brain, I think, just automatically does that, where it's like, yeah, I don't really care what this says. I think it says like this. Those affected by this virus seem to become literal zombies. Like, it's not... Sometimes I don't read word for word. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Strangely, that was not the case in RE1 and 2. There was no point in RE1 or RE2 where Chris or Leon became zombies. Everyone else around them did, though. So maybe they had like natural immunity or something. That's also something that was the case with COVID too. Some people were just naturally immune, which is again why part of me thinks, and still does to this day, that the whole vaccine mandate thing was completely asinine and misguided. Because if some people have herd immunity, they should be exempted automatically. They should not be expected or required to get a vaccine they don't need. Ridiculous. And again, part of the reason why I have that theory that if anything like this were to occur in real life, the CDC would be completely caught off guard. Like their response in no way would be appropriate given the situation. Contact with crows. I mean, there's really no way it could be. Contact with crows which have eaten infected carrion. I don't even know how you would, because the crows are flying around, right? Like, when was the last time you touched a crow? Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. It should be noted that those who survived this incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. Both possible theories. We ought to remain vigilant even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. So it's implied that Jill was exposed. The incident. The T-virus incident. The T-virus was in the first game, and the G-virus was in the second game, I believe. Yeah, it was the T-virus in the first one, the G-virus number 2. Even though it's hard to tell what the difference is, if any. And actually, this is the first time you've been playing the game as first person. I'd also like to mention that. Because in both RE1 and RE2, as you would recall, we played from a third person, over the shoulder perspective. Investigation notes, Umbrella. Pharmaceuticals company, industry leader in market share, focuses on military weapons development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company. Also secretly developing bioweapons. T-virus outbreaks at Arclay Mountains research facility predicted the Mansion incident. Conspiring with Raccoon City leadership, large donations to Mayor Warren's office effectively controls the city. Yeah, that siren's still going. I wonder if anyone's even in that police car. Unsealed envelope. They've got me pinned down at home. Guys across the street are watching me from their window 24/7. Are they irons men? Umbrellas? I don't know, and there's no real difference anyway. They know what they're trying to do. They want to wear me down, torment me in compliance, and it's working. I'm barely eating, barely sleeping. I'm going crazy, I feel like living dead. But I won't let them win. I have to get out of the city and find a way to make them accountable. They'll send someone to silence me, of course. You hear that I've been killed or whatever it is they do to people like me, you must pick up the investigation where I left off. I've been closed my files. They'll tell you everything you need to know, as long as this package isn't intercepted. I've been moving out at night. 5 days. Wish me luck. All kinds of reading material. Message from a colleague to Jill Valentine. Hey, Hotshot, how are you holding up? I still can't believe Iron suspended you. Such bullshit. So he must have been the team leader or commish or whatever they call them. Did they call them superintendents in the police departments or chiefs? Chiefs, I guess. That's such bullshit. He ought to pin a medal on you for making it out of that hellhole back in July. Of course you're going to poke around and ask questions about it. I hope you're not mad at me for keeping my head down. Everything's been happening so fast. Stars was the pride of the force. When the chief disbanded us out of nowhere, I thought for sure I was going to lose my job. Word has it you're planning to leave Raccoon City. Well, I mean, how many Stars members were on that team? There were 3, right? Jill, Chris, and Wesker. And then Wesker turned coat. And really, it was just Chris and Jill that escaped. Word has it that you're planning to leave Raccoon City. I figured you wouldn't take the suspension lying down. Just promise to watch your back. Why was she suspended? For being captured? Umbrella won't sit by while you try to dismantle their business. Take care, Jill. Brad Vickers, stars Alpatine, now and forever. Okay, yeah, actually there was someone else. Perhaps another team. Yeah, we found some of the people in that mansion. I sent this message to the pizza guy to avoid detection. Enjoy the extra large Mega Meat Supreme. It's all me, guys. Was Claire on any of these teams? It does not seem like it. Oh wow, the sync is still on. IRL. It's not all fiction. Yeah, this is a pretty nice place for a one-bedroom apartment. Again, please no jump scares. For goodness sake, we can't take it anymore. He seems normal. Okay, that's a good sign. Are you gonna turn off the water or? 8:07 p.m. Raccoon City. Phone starts ringing.
Who could that be?
Playing as Jill, not Jill, sorry, Claire Redfield, I believe. Checking fridge, refrigerator. Is that pointless?
All right, I'm coming.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's the phone? And we're finally third person.
Just a sec.
Before this, we were first person.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Wait, is this
You
Jill?
gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
Oh, Mr. X again, dude. That does not look like Jill to me. That looks like Claire. Right. Maybe I'm remembering things incorrectly. I mean, I did not play as Jill in number 1, so that could have something to do with it. I didn't play Claire too.
What the hell is that thing?
I can't even get a snack. He's confronted by Mr. X first thing. Get through the window.
What the hell?
The game doesn't really give you a lot of options.
No way.
Like of places to go, and of course you're under attack by the guy that never dies. As you would recall from RE2, this guy was blown quite literally in half by a rocket in the last game, so somehow I doubt it's the same guy. It's Tyrant for number 2. He was in two parts. Which was a relief, because that guy did not freaking die. Again, I keep checking back just to see if maybe there's something I'm missing. 'Cause I could very easily miss... Okay. I could very easily miss stuff just trying to get away from this guy. See, there's a thing down there. I hope the game wouldn't penalize you for exploring. It shouldn't be the same guy. kind of resembles the same guy. But he wouldn't even be wrapped up. Like, he wouldn't even be bandaged up like that. Oh, shoot. Because he was... Yeah, he was physically destroyed. See people running only up. Speed running. Gate from Jill's apartment building. Maybe it is Jill Valentine. Maybe she just looks different because the graphics were different. RE1, I don't know.
Jill? Over here!
Brad!
You okay?
What was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard-on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
Dude, that thing almost
God, this all happened so fast.
destroyed me.
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like
Again,
steroids.
do I need to look for anything? I'm a little bit concerned about that. Like, am I gonna miss, like, key items or anything by just going forward? Again, I sure hope not. This game, the way it's designed, is kind of open. And I'm especially worried about those raccoon things if they make a return in this game.
Hey, wait! Down here! Damn it!
Okay, we can finally run now. I don't know what good that's gonna do us.
Come on! Let's go!
We could be dreaming. How could this many people be infected? Brad! Here they come!
I kind of want to check the guide really fast, because as you can tell, it wouldn't let you progress. Yeah, let me pause it real fast. It wouldn't let you progress until you were, like, right there. Okay, yeah, it was remade, for sure. Yeah. So, at least to my knowledge, we haven't missed anything. Okay, we're trying to dodge. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Door behind you, go!
It kind of reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. You guys had one
Don't
job.
think about it.
Keep each other alive.
We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's already gone, aren't you? You got bit.
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
I'm sorry, Brad.
Was this after the events of RE1? Or before? Is this considered a prologue? Like, I still need to research that. Maybe it is. Because Vickers is still alive. Dude, I thought she already had a gun. Oh, she must not have grabbed it before leaving the apartment. Let's see if the control scheme is the same. That trigger is aim, right trigger shoot. Yeah, it is. Direct headshot. I am out of ammo already. Okay. Okay. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I should have saved the ammo. Because I didn't think this game was going to be like RE2. Yeah, I'm just casually taking a stroll. You know, not a big deal.
Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The
take
only safe place is in here!
Dan Lee?
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house.
Got any bullets in here?
Get your own, Missy.
Missy?
Okay, thank goodness. I'm already out of ammo. I guess you do need to reload. I'm only gonna fire when I need to.
Would you please calm down? I'm a police officer. I'm here to help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been doing a bang-up job. You want to help? Go handcuff yourself to one of those freaks.
Sir, this is your last chance. No one else is coming for you.
I'm not going anywhere.
Where's Chris?
I'd rather starve to death than here to be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone.
Dude, why couldn't you have gotten Brad Vickers in here? He could have been negotiating with this guy. In the event of a real, like, zombie apocalyptic scenario, always stick together. Like, don't ever split up. And don't ever let a member of the group be attacked or bitten. Like, if you have any power or control over that, like, don't let them. Because otherwise, it's gonna erode the group, right? Like Walking Dead, like, and yeah, Shaun of the Dead. Like, you're much safer and better off sticking together. You're much safer not staying in one place. And if you do need to, make it into like an actual safe house. Like they do in Shaun of the Dead. Like, make it so it's not... Okay, do I need to worry about this? They can't get through that, right? There's no need for me to shoot through the gate to hit the dogs. The heck? Maybe we should have stayed in the safe house. Hopefully these guys cannot break glass like in the first one. Because they were definitely good at that. Looking around for ammo. Of course.
Shit!
Okay, stand still. Dude! Come the frick on. I know I'm not the best shot. Again, I'm trying to just, like, control my character. That was not even... I keep hitting his shoulder. And we're already out of ammo again. Do we have any knife? Okay. Can I use it? Do I even need to? Am I wasting ammo on these guys? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Dude, how did he get up from the ground?
Come on.
I think it's actually harder to aim in this game than it was in RE2. Because I feel like I'm like, hold on, stand still, more in this game. Hold on, I can't hit your head. Stand still. careful. You want to do a quick scan of the area to make sure there are no zombies. Well, zombies anyway. Something's gonna happen at the helicopter, isn't it? I can almost guarantee something is gonna happen at that helicopter. I'm just paranoid. Yeah. Paranoid there's items to collect. That's bad.
Sorry.
Something I was very surprised about in RE2 at least was
Come on. Start, damn it.
how few people actually died. Like
It's my
everyone
turn,
was
bitch.
zombified. Oh, hold. Okay, sorry. Dude, you'd be messed up from that. You'd have like a broken collarbone and everything else. Like my back is broke, my collarbone's broke, my arm is broke, leg is broke. It cannot be the same guy. There is no way. I'm trying to get away, believe it or not.
Hey! Fuckface!
Oh, it's Chris. That's all he ever did. It was like just kneel down when you kill him.
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you.
Oh,
Come
what?
on. Let's get you someplace safe.
He just kneels down when you kill him. It's so whack.
I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit that closed this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Does it have durability? Oh, making use of the map. The map screen is useful for more than just your current location and surroundings. It can also show you points of interest and items you found but haven't picked up. Good to know. Maybe we should have been using this more often. For fear of us losing items. Yes, precious, precious items. Are we considered uptown? No, I don't believe we are. Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just quickly previewing the guide just to make sure I didn't actually miss anything thus far. Because if there's one bad feeling in this, other than getting a game over, it's progressing past the point where you miss something. This doesn't seem like the kind of game where you can like go back. You know, like it does not seem like the kind of game where you can go back. So, you know, we gotta do it. Not Charlie Bobblehead. Okay, great. That's what I was afraid of. Turn around. Something about magazine racks. Is this it? No, this doesn't look like a magazine rack. Oh man. Oh. There's one. What the heck am I looking for? Can I shoot it? Or can I stab it, I mean? Hold on. It would help if I knew what I was looking for. I might have to reload it, especially if you can only shoot it. I just need to know what I'm looking for. Okay, it's up the stairs. See, and like, how would you even know to come back up here? There it is. Gosh dang it. Okay. So easy to miss, dude. So easy to miss. And that's exactly what I was afraid of. Like... I am not the biggest fan of like hidden collectibles for that reason. Because they're so stinking easy to miss.
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay. I think there's no other concerns in this area. I think the first safe spot is where we'll stop.
It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. BCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Look, we're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that.
Why does this happen in every game, too? Like, every single game, it's like a virus gets out and it starts infecting people. Every game. And... yeah. I would say it was more pronounced in RE2 because everyone in a police station was getting infected. I think it's getting progressively more pervasive, the viruses, because in this game it's like it's a whole phenomenon. It's on the news. They're having to like quarantine cities and stuff like that.
You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming?
And did we really need another Mr. X? I think he was my least favorite enemy in RE2. Because again, he just could not die. And I hate that in an enemy. And it seems like, I've said this before, I believe, but these games, the way they're set up and designed, is a way to encourage exploration. Especially with those like Charlie dolls and raccoon toys. The things that you have to find, even like the map, like, it seems like, again, it's very, supportive of and encouraging exploration by the characters. But when you put in a character like Mr. X, it really, it kind of throws a wrench in that machine. Like, it, what's the expression, like there was a monkey wrench in the plans. Like, it makes it harder to explore because you're trying to avoid this entity, this being that is always chasing you. And surviving takes precedent over the exploration aspect. It becomes harder to explore because you're having to avoid this monster that's attacking you. And you just want to kill him and explore the place, but you can't because he's chasing you. And luckily, that is not the case in Resident Evil. It seems like for Resident Evil, more so than any of the other games in the series thus far, RE2 or RE3, it seems like RE1 was the most encouraging of exploration. Because there was not a random guy chasing you around. Like, you were able to go back, explore. Yes, you would have, like, those red, what do they call them, crimson heads, that would come back and they would chase you, but you could kill them. And you had enough ammo in that game to actually do it. They also had kerosene that you could pour onto the zombies and burn them to prevent them from coming back. So it didn't feel quite as unfair as it did RE2.
This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service.
How do you know that?
Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Viktor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Tell me you got bit too.
How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead.
That people don't die, that's the worst part about it.
My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes.
What did they do?
We are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
Currently have a gun with no ammo. Just so you know.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Okay, first things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
You gonna make it? Or am I gonna have to,
Shit, Captain. They really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that I will miss.
It seems like the protagonist is the only character to ever... And conveniently, they have something in front of the door. The protagonists are the only ones to ever not succumb to the virus. I take this gun. Okay. So this is the kind of thing I talk about. Like, there's a way you can go left and there's a way you can go right. You see that? This is not something we can go through, I believe. Blocked off, essentially. We can go through here. Okay. Oops. Okay, hold on. The UBCS ammo crafting guide. Ammo crafting on the battlefield. If you run out of ammo, your gun's about as useful as a wet fart. Yeah, no kidding. Let's stay alive out there, then get these basic formulas in your skull. Handgun ammo, gunpowder ×2. Shotgun shells, gunpowder, high-grade gunpowder, mag ammo, high-grade gunpowder ×2. So very similar to RE2. Once you stocked up, get out there and join the party. Let's give those dead motherfuckers something to eat. Just make sure you don't become dessert. Which one of these came out first? RE2 or the RE3 remake? I assume RE2. Carlos. Yeah, there's a whole other section here that you can go. Like, you can go right or you can go left. Is this locked? I'm kind of curious to just check this. I believe so. It doesn't even let you interact with the door. Dino bites. But yeah, there's a whole section here you can go to. I was also recently given pool access again, thank goodness, but it's one of those like kind of congested community pools. The place I lived in Phoenix was always the nicest. In West Allen, we had our own pool. Shame I ever had to move from there, but I had some hiccups in my career that basically sometimes like my vocabulary is not what it should be. Like I have a hard time thinking of the word I want to use. Caused to happen. I'm like kind of looking for a more advanced word though. Like I don't want the word coalesced, but triggered is maybe a little bit closer. Like caused. Yeah, caused to be. The problems with my career promoted or caused me to move back to California. And then I had problems there, and then I had to move back to Phoenix, and then here. And when I moved back to Phoenix, I had a pool there too, but it was, again, another community pool. Luckily, no one ever really hardly ever used it. I think I saw people in there maybe a couple times. But, yeah, it was like not... Is this game autosave too? Do I need to save the game? I think I can just quit. Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah, so anyway, I moved back to Phoenix. I had a pool there, but it was a community pool. And then I moved back here to Denver to, again, keep getting over those problems and hiccups, the issues I had in my career. I became a teacher, and I didn't always have the best support system at the schools I was working at. So, yeah, I just ended up continuously moving to continue my career in teaching, and so now I'm in Colorado. And first place I lived at, they also had a community pool. I think I used it maybe once before I had to move. Yeah, maybe one time I used it. And yeah, I use that park though all the time. Like they had a basketball court, and I use that regularly. I actually bought nets to put up next to the hoops, chain link nets, and yeah, I would like maintain them. So I use that court like all the time for shooting baskets. Sadly, they don't have anything like that here. No problem. They do have a pool. They don't have like a rec center that we're allowed to use. It's kind of silly and ridiculous. But again, I do have a pool again, thankfully. Here, community pool. And this pool seems like very busy. Like there were a few different families there today, perhaps because of the Father's Day holiday too. And yeah, some of those like people brought like their entire extended family out to the pool. Like it was kind of crazy. And they were those kind of people that were like kind of noisy and boisterous. This is the word, like very, very loud. And yeah, I did not try to stay. I think I got burned anyway. So what I'd like to do is like get up, eat breakfast, and then head to the pool. And then just wash up in the shower. And that's like a perfect way to start every day. But the only problem is, again, I just have to really watch how much time I spend in the pool. Like I cannot spend a bunch of time out there, especially if I'm not using sun protection. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. Hopefully it saved. I think it did. First escape, concept art in Jill's room, somebody to lean on, concept art Barjack. Forget about him. Dario's warehouse, and hello Charlie. Okay. We could see the tyrants. They're kind of just standing there menacingly. Alright. Let me see if I can look up that word really fast before I wrap up today's episode. Yeah, I much prefer Resident Evil, this whole style game, versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Because I feel like for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, even more so than the Resident Evil series episodes, like I'm just talking the entire time. And doing different voices, and there's just like a bunch of dialogue. Whereas with this game, it's like the characters have voice acting, thankfully. You know, there is actual gameplay. I'm able to punctuate it a little bit, and there are times where I don't have to constantly talk the entire time. Like I can just kind of let the characters talk, and that is nice. That is definitely nice. Tomorrow I think I'll play Resident Evil again. And then if I have time, I'll do another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney episode. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations episode. Yeah, let me see if I can find that word real quick. Catalyst, thank you. Yes, yes. The problems in my career were catalysts for me to move. The impetus. Yes, that's another word I could have used that I couldn't think of. But yeah, catalyst is the word I was thinking of. That was like those problems that I had in my career really caused my moves because I had to keep responding to that. Oh man, and yeah, just thinking about the last few years, like, sheesh. I'm glad and fortunate to be at a place now where, not just physically, but in my career, where I feel secure. It feels stable. It doesn't feel like I'm struggling or trying to find a job or something like that. Like, and that is really nice. I don't want to share too much of my backstory with you guys because really you're just here for the Resident Evil gameplay, right? But yeah, right now I'm on summer break, so I might be able to see. Yeah, my shoulders are a little bit white, and maybe that's the reason why I got a little color on them today from swimming in the pool. I assume the more I do it, though, the more color I'll get overall in this area of my body. I'll try to swim again tomorrow. I might swim a little bit quicker, though. I think I really only want to be out there like 15-20 minutes max. Otherwise, yeah, I'll probably get burned. Especially if I'm not using sunscreen. Which I haven't been, although I do have it. It's one of those situations where it's really advantageous to leave early for a few different reasons. One, I don't have to deal with all the other people that are there. The longer that you're in the pool, the more you have to deal with those other people that are in the pool. Like their entire family. Like there's probably at least 20 people in that pool today. At least, when I was there. Maybe more throughout the day, because I was there about midday. But the other advantage of leaving early is, like, you go in, you get some quick laps in, and then you get out. The other advantage is that you get your day rolling, and then additionally, it limits the risk of sun exposure and sunburn and or long-term skin cancer. So yeah, I could use sunscreen, stay longer, but then again, I am having to deal with all of that. And I kind of like just being here in the house by myself. It's nice. Nice not having to always deal with other people. And I think this summer is just going to be a staycation, like a grand staycation. Like, I think I'm just going to play through the Resident Evils. Try to wrap up Phoenix Wright. If I can get all the way to Village before the end of summer, that would be ideal, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. There are, let's see, Resident Evil 3, 4, Revelations 5, Revelations 2, 6, 7, and 8. I believe there are 9 more games. Let me double check that. 3, 4, Revelations 5, Revelations 2, 6, 7, 8, and 0. So yeah, 9. It's gonna be close. I might just keep playing it after I return to work. If I am not able to get all these games completed in time, because each one of these playthroughs has been taking me about 10 to 15 hours of gameplay to finish. Something like that, which I could do over the course, with these episodes being an hour long, like 2 weeks about to beat the game. So with that being the case, and me playing these games every day, we'll probably be beating this towards the end of June, if I had to guess. Resident Evil 4 by mid-July, Resident Evil Revelations by the end of July. I mean, I'd be surprised if we can get through both Revelations and 6. Revelations 1 and 2, 5 and 6. If we can get through all of that over the summer, I think that would be pretty remarkable. Maybe I should be having longer episodes too. I don't know. I kind of like ending at the 1 hour mark. It's just nicer. Like I can just like, it's already 11 o'clock. I can just like wind down, watch some of my favorite streams and shows, and start up again tomorrow. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you have any thoughts about anything I've said, including my unfortunate life journey, yeah, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Donations to Venmo Stormer Show. Thanks so much for watching, and